بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيب قلوبنا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المنتجبين الذين أذهب الله عنهم الرجس وطهرهم تطهيرا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذا قيل لهم اتبعوا ما أنزل الله قالوا بل نتبع ما وجدنا عليه آباءنا أولو كان آباؤهم يدعوهم إلى أولو كان الشيطان يدعوهم إلى عذاب السعير. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Our faith and our religion invites us to maintain and protect and promote reason, العقل. إنما يدرك الخير كله بالعقل. Every aspect of goodness in this life is attained only through reason. Only through reason. ولا دين لمن لا عقل له. Someone who does not have reason, or he or she does not want to use their reason, would never be able to have faith too. Faith follows reason, always. كل ما يقول كل ما حكم به العقل حكم به الشرع. In the school of Ahl al-Bayt, we put reason first, faith second. Why? Because we say there is no contradiction between them. Everything the reason states and accepts and approves, religion approves too. Impossible that the reason says this is okay, this is good, and faith comes and says this is bad. Impossible. Always faith endorses reason. There is no contradiction between them. In other traditions, they say faith first, reason second. We say no. God has given us reason. And through reason we discover faith. Through reason we discover God. بالعقل يعبد الله ويوحد. بالعقل يعرف الله ويوحد. It's through reason. Therefore we have to maintain the reason. We have to keep it intact. We have to activate the reason. Use it. Allah has given you this gift, use it. And therefore, taqleed and emulation in the matters of the principles of faith is forbidden. What does that mean? We have the principles of faith, usul ad-din, versus what? Furu' ad-din. Usul ad-din are the main principles of faith. Furu' ad-din are the articles of faith. The main principles of faith, number one, there are 5. Number 1 is monotheism. Number 2, messengerhood and nubuwwah, prophethood. Number 3, imamah, succession, or adl, divine justice. Number 4, imamah. Number 5, they believe in the day of judgment. These are the principles of faith. These are the main foundations. This is how Islam is composed, through these 5 main principles. Then we have the articles of faith. You have to believe and practice the prayers. You have to believe and practice in fasting, the charity, the hajj, this and that. So when it comes to the principles of faith, we cannot follow blindly. We have to follow wisely. What does that mean? It means you cannot say, I believe in God because my mother says I have to believe in God. Or I believe in the Prophet because my father does believe in him, so I follow my father. That does not work. God says, how about you? You have to be independent. Yes, your father, your mother, your teacher, your parents, your imam, your sheikh, they can educate you. They can teach you, they can encourage you, they can lead you, they can show you. But then you cannot say, I believe in these things because they believe in them. If they don't believe in them, I'm not going to believe. This is wrong. Then you have to embrace the belief yourself, independently. And stand, as we say, stand on your feet. لا يجوز التقليد في أصول الدين. It's unacceptable. God says, I want you have to know why God exists. It's not enough for your mother to know or your father. You have to find out. You have to know the reason. You have to know the difference. God says, if you become Muslim, I want you to know why you are Muslim. Don't say, because I come from a Muslim family. This is unacceptable on the Day of Judgment. Maybe you come from a Muslim family is good because they encourage you. They teach you. They guide you. But then at the end, you have to say, now I'm a Muslim because I understand why I'm a Muslim. I'm not following my mother blindly. You have to find out why you are a Muslim. Why you are not Catholic. Do you have the answer for that? How many of you have the answer for that? If not, you have to prepare the answer. You have to know it yourself. If someone asks you, what's the difference between Islam and Christianity? You have to give him the answer. You can't say, I don't know. Let me go and ask my mother. You have to know it. By now, you have to know it. You are an adult. You are responsible. There is no plagiarism. You can't say, well, let me go and ask my mother. You have to know it now. Why you are a Muslim? Please, you have to get the answer. I mentioned it a few nights ago in Arabic. The difference between Islam, briefly, just 5 minutes. But that's not enough. You have to research. There are whole lectures, thousands of lectures and books and theses and papers and dissertations on the difference between Islam and Christianity. You have to know the answer. If you just follow Islam without knowing, this is called bigotry, ta'assub. Bigotry. When you follow something and you don't know why you are following it. This is bigotry. If you are the follower of Ahlul Bayt, you have to know why you chose this tradition and not others. We have many schools of thought within Islam. Many. They have many names. Madahib. Why did you choose this one? Because your parents are Shia or because you were born Shia? That is not enough. It's not enough of a reason to take you to paradise. Trust me on this. Because God is going to ask you about the details. Why did you follow the school of Ahlul Bayt? What difference it has with others? Were you convinced? Or because the crowd are following, so I am following. قالوا بل وجدنا آباءنا على أمة وإنا على آثارهم مقتدون. That is not enough. You have to know yourself. You have to revise your history, your ideology, your tradition, your belief. You have to revise it, my friends. Tonight, when you go home, these are important points. Ask yourself, why I'm a Muslim? What's the difference between Islam and Christianity, or Judaism, or Hinduism? Why? Number two, I'm a Muslim, and I'm the follower of Ahlul Bayt. Why I chose the school of Ahlul Bayt? There are other schools. Maybe they have bigger mosques, bigger communities, bigger numbers, more money. Why did I choose this one? وَقِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. God is going to ask you. God is not going to be satisfied just because you tell him, my mother was Shia, so I chose to be Shia. You have to be Shia not by inheritance, by discovery, by education. By education, ta'aleem. And this requires strong brain, active brain that does research and discovery and learning, a lot of learning. You have to prepare yourself. One day the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, a group of people were with him and they started commending and complimenting a person. They kept telling the Prophet, this person is such and such, he's very good, he's very generous, he's very dutiful, he's very responsible. After that, the Prophet said, كيف عقله حدثوني عن عقله. How is his reason? How is his brain? Is he utilizing his thought, his brain, or not? They said, Ya Rasulullah, we are telling you that he does so much good. And he asked about his reason. He says, yes, because it's only through reason you make it to paradise on the day of judgment. Only through reason. So take care of your aql and try the journey of discovery, my friend. You reap the first benefit. Before you benefit others, you're going to enjoy life. Because you know, you are convinced that this is the right way. This is the right path. I'm not going into the wrong direction. When you are sure of what you are doing, then you are not going to be confused. Imagine you drive on a freeway, but you don't know about your destination. You are not going to be relaxed because you don't know what you're going to encounter soon. But if you know the way, if you know the road, if you know the destination, you'd be relaxed. The same thing on this journey in our life. The doctrinal journey, the cultural journey. When you are sure of your path, you are going to be relaxed. So try to discover it. Try to learn it. And God has given you a lot of opportunities to learn. Do you know why we have radicalism today? Most of it because of ignorance. Most of it. Why we have terrorists? Why we have people who join terrorist organizations? Most of it because of ignorance. They did not do research. They did not read books. If they take a moment to study themselves, their objectives, their religion, the Holy Quran, they read it with open-mindedness, with understanding, with open heart, and they study the Sunnah, the true Sunnah and the tradition of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They would never go into that direction. But they deprived themselves. They did not use their reason. They became bigots, muta'assibin, fanatics. Who's the fanatic? The fanatic, the one who traverses on a path and he does not know his destination. He follows it blindly. Follows it blindly. This is why they judge others. They judge others unjustly. They condemn others to kufr. You are non-Muslim. You are non-believer. You deserve death. You deserve this. And they don't even know about them. They haven't read anything about them. One day I was in Mecca with a taxi driver who picked me up from Masjid al-Haram, taking me to my residence. He said, "Are you Shia?" I said, "Inshallah, I'm Shia." He said, "Shia people are good except for one thing." I said, "What is it?" He said, "They worship stones." We are good except for one thing. We worship stone or stones. I said, "How do they worship stone?" He said, "Because they put the stone right in front of them and they pray." I said, "Is this worshiping?" I'm a Shia. If we are supposed to worship stones, back home in California, we have the best types of stones. Why should I fly 8,000 miles and come to Mecca? You just picked me up from Masjid al-Haram. If I worship the stones, why should I come to Mecca? He said, "Then what is it?" I said, "This is the Sunnah, the tradition of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam." This is not worshipping the stone. The Prophet used to put his forehead on dust, on dirt. This was his tradition. And we do the same. This is solid dirt. Because we can't take the dirt, handful of dirt to the mosque every time. We use the solid one. We don't worship it. We worship God. We say the same tawheed. So open your mind, open your eyes. They need education because otherwise they're going to judge. When you don't know, when you don't research, when you don't read, you're going to judge others wrongly and justly. You're going to do injustice to yourself and to others. Try to read, my friends. Try to learn. The message of Imam Hussein is about learning. It's about awareness. It's about discovery. Who is my Lord? What's my religion? What's the purpose of my religion? Why I am a Muslim? Am I wasting my time or not? If I am wasting my time, I have to quit. If not, then I have to take religion serious. What's the place of religion and God and Ahlul Bayt in my life? These nights are the nights where we open our eyes. We revise ourselves. We revisit our ideology, our belief system. We have to revisit them during these seasons, these nights, in order for us to be good followers of Ahlul Bayt. When you know why you are Muslim, you become a proud Muslim. You do not disdain your faith. You become proud of it. And you are ready to defend it. Do you know why many people, they say, I'm not a Muslim, although they are born Muslims. I'm not a Muslim. I come from a Muslim family, I'm not a Muslim. Why? Because they don't understand Islam. They don't read. Either they didn't get the chance, or they did not have the opportunity, or their parents did not encourage them. But when you read about Islam, then you have confidence. I'm not doing the wrong thing. I'm doing the right thing. And I'm ready to defend my faith, my religion. I am ready to stand by it. I'm not going to concede. I'm going to move forward because I'm not doing something wrong. I'm doing something right. You develop self-confidence, and this is what we need. Muslims in America, Muslims in Canada, Muslims in the West, they need to have self-confidence about their faith. They need to understand their faith very well, because our Islam is under constant attack. Constant attack. Every single day. We have to provide the answer. I was telling someone today, communicating with him, who does not believe in the, in the school of Ahlul Bayt. I have many friends, I talk to them. He said to me, why don't you accept the caliphs? I said to him today, just today in the news, the survey says today in America, 40% of the American people, they believe that Donald Trump should quit the race for the presidency because he's unfit because of his attack on women, demeaning women. They say he's not going to be a good president, good role model, because he's attacking women. I said to him, 1400 years, one of the caliphs, he slapped the daughter of the Prophet. How can I accept him to be the caliph after the Prophet? If the American people cannot accept Trump to be the president because he verbally attacked women, how can I accept someone to be the representative of God and the Prophet when he physically abused the daughter of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? His answer was, Mustafa, it makes sense, a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. Someone who abused the daughter of the Prophet. How do we know this? Through your mind. Use your mind. Use your mind. Use your intelligence. Ud'u ila sabili rabbik, through intelligence. Bil-hikmati wal-maw'idhati al-hasana. Intelligence. Bring an example, contemporary example, and compare. And tell him, if you like Donald Trump to be you think he is the right president, then that person is the right caliph. If not, then that one is not too. ادعو إلى سبيل ربك بالحكمة والموعظة الحسنة وجادلهم بالتي, the nice way. But cursing does not work. Believe me, you cannot win the hearts of the people when you curse them. When you cannot win the minds of the people when you disrespect their leaders. No, you can't. God has given us a brain. He says, use your brain. Why do you use your mouth to curse? You have a brain, you have intelligence, you have good argument, good discussion. وَجَادِلْهُمْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك وأناخت برحلك. عليكم مني جميعا سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. السلام على الحسين وعلى علي بن الحسين وعلى أولاد الحسين وعلى أصحاب الحسين جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين.